Allie was able to work with my dad and my stepmom in a way that really was transformational for all of us, really. The thing that separates Allie from other people, perhaps, in this industry of dealing with the seniors is not just her knowledge of the elderly and their issues and what comes up, but she takes such a positive stand for the elder. She's there on behalf of the elder and their abilities and their freedom. In this session with my dad, we were able to tackle some really tough subjects, and Allie just had a great barometer for how he was doing with the conversation. And at first he was definitely pretty closed and not comfortable, but as the hour and a half drew on, she was able to pull him out in a way that I don't hardly seen ever in my life experience. She was able to identify an elephant in the room, which I believe is really that he's been depressed ever since he's had a stroke and TIAs that have changed the person that he is. And in this session, Allie was able to draw out not only the man that he is, but the man that he was, and the part of him that still does have a lot of life left in him. And I actually watched his posture change from really kind of defeated to a man who remembered what he loved about life and things that mattered to him, and into a person who was able to make decisions and choices that were to his benefit. The other thing that was so great about this session was that Allie was able to really draw forth all the sides. I was more of a witness in this experience, but Allie was able to also kind of feel what my stepmom was feeling in this change dynamic between the two of them, and to give her some space to share some of her feelings and frustrations, and also to kind of was willing to call her on some pieces that she needed to be accountable for in this dynamic as well, which I think has helped kind of create more of a bridge of compassion between them. Out of the session, my dad made commitments to action, which were really powerful for him and sustained him for weeks thereafter. It's like he had a new lease on life, and went from being someone who had kind of given up to someone who was re-engaged in his own life and was working out twice a week to regain some of his strength and capacity, and was committing to social engagements with my stepmom so that they could have some of the fun and social experiences that they were accustomed to. And all of this is supporting kind of happiness and completion and fulfillment in their relationship. But Allie's gift is helping relationships of any kind. So it could be a relationship with yourself that's out of whack, or it could be a relationship with a partner or a parent or a child, and she helps create those connections that are enlivening and empowering and loving. In her work with anyone, really, Allie's message is one of empowerment, that we have so much more ability and capacity than we ever remember or use, and how can we step into a place of greater authority in our lives, and also help us regain, if we've lost some of that, help us find our footing again so we can go forth in the world and be really the people that we're meant to be. She's a master.